Okay, I think I got everything worked out. This is where the recording's starting. So, have a bad habit of not pre-testing things, because when you just think something works and you're like, oh wait, no, this is kind of new. It took me a second to figure out how to get the Elgato HD60S, no, HD60 Pro, which is my internal capture card, routed through the Beacon Mix Create, because it does not automatically detect it. Boom! Any of y'all worth it? You worth it, dog? He's a C. Nope. I don't know what determines. Damn. None of y'all motherfuckers is worth it. Shit. C. D. Fucking balls. All right. I genuinely, hold on. I don't know where I'm actually like.
That leads underground.
Oh, thank you, Kaz. Much appreciated. It is. If we're already underground and something goes further down, probably goes underground. You know what? I never. Did that work? Who the fuck did that just? Who did that? Did that work on the guy downstairs? Stay down. Okay, it does work. I'm trying to let off so I can hold him at not hold him at gunpoint, but keep him in the little chokehold. But I'm having a hard time letting off the analog stick. Oh shit! Oh no, I'm not close. I'm really not. Stay down. So yeah, it wasn't somebody below who saw me. It was just I wasn't paying attention, and there was somebody right there. That's fine. Ease. I'm just gonna assume you're garbage too, dog. Nope. Nope. Oh, they're not even down here. They also ran away. Wait, do they not? That hurt me. Yeah! Kablam. Oh, wait, no, there were two dudes down here, wasn't there? Oh, shit!
The enemy's close.
Oh, Nope. I knew there was two dudes down here. Can't fool me. Hey, look at me, actually, like, using other items. I've just progressed so far. Oh, he was running away, trying to get away from that smoke. Turns out it doesn't work. Oh, all right, that worked. That's weird. Their line of sight is real weird. All right, nothing's happened. We're gonna lift up. Look at that squat, dog. Hell yeah. Get it up. Get it up. There you go. Oh. There we go.
It's too late, Big Boss.
Snake!
Pass. At last I found her. The culprit who led you here to begin with. Should have taken care of her back at the supply facility.
Snake, don't!
The mammal pod is finished. Peace Walker's activation sequence is complete. Finished.
With the boss, you were loyal to the end. I'll grant you that. But your silence was exactly the answer I needed. 10 years ago, your mission was to kill her. And her mission was to be killed by you. She fulfilled her duty to America to the very end. Thanks to you, Snake, the final missing piece is now in place. And thus, the boss is restored to life as the mammal pod. I thank you.
Restored to life? You're crazy. I'll let you in on a little secret, Big Boss. You see, I've already selected Peace Walker's initial target. An offshore area in the Caribbean. the trade winds will scatter the fallout all over the surrounding region. Crops and fish will die, leaving plenty of free hands to help us mass produce Peace Walker. Oh, and wouldn't you know, someone's gone and built a pesky little fortress there. Now who would do that? And right in the middle of the target zone, too. Oh well, all the better to test the warhead, CEP. You bastard. I wonder who'll miss a ragtag band of pirates all the way out in the middle of the Caribbean. But first, we're going to prove to the White House that our baby can travel the Caribbean coast on its own. The whole world will know of Peace Walker's versatility. They'll witness the birth of a deterrent that can penetrate both communist and guerrilla-controlled territory, traverse any kind of terrain, and deliver a nuke anywhere it needs to go. Untouchable, unstoppable, the perfect deterrent.
The Cold War's days are numbered. Deterrence isn't only about America and Russia now.
You know what? You're absolutely right. While we've been wringing our hands, China, France, even India have surpassed us. There's a free-for-all nuclear arms race brewing just below the surface. The nuclear threat will only spread, which is exactly why we must deter it here and now. And the Peace Walker Project is the key. The advent of Peace Walker will bring calm to this restless world. Don't you see, Snake? We need nukes, controlled nukes, to have peace.
Lies!
Peace Walker will restore order. Order in the form of a new Cold War. But if the world is to understand the genius of our plan, we must launch.
Snake!
Stop them, Snake. Don't let him get away.
Would you look at that? I can't think of any other games off the top of my head, but I know there's obviously a few. But when games take place in a certain time period, and there's a timeline, but then they decide to jump back, it's always funny to see that, like, the character you were playing as from the beginning, like i.e. Snake, like Solid Snake, right? In Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid 4, or Metal Gear Solid 2 and 4. They were always fighting Metal Gears, but they always made it seem like Metal Gears were hard to create. Like somebody was always trying to make a Metal Gear, and then eventually succeeded. But turns out, oh, your forefather did too. Like what?
What? What did I do?
Oh. Apparently, a single 5.56 round burst round to this Metal Gear triggers. Yo, Bosstown Dynamics. Good thing I can switch my loadout, because I don't think that whatever the assault rifle I brought with me, as well as, oh man, gotta be shit. And that little anesthesia pistol. You know what? I've always pronounced this Mosin Nagant. I'm not sure actually how this is pronounced. I've heard people say Nagant, but I feel like it's too harsh. It feels to me like it should be something a little bit more fluid. You know what I'm saying, dog? Yo, it's got a flamethrower penis. Nice. He's got syphilis or gonorrhea. Which one burns when you pee? I think it's gonorrhea, right? I'm sure most of them, right? Herpes too. Oh, hell yeah! I can. Okay, which one? That one? I would imagine. Oh, well, she kind of got back up. Oh, I was a little bit too close. Ah, damn it. Shouldn't have taken that shot. Why does it scream? Shut up. Oh, shit. Why is it butt hurt? It is, yeah. I love that. It has attitude. No, please don't. At least doing attacks like that don't cause like the ground to rumble like bosses in most games, where if you're even slightly near them, right, and they hit the ground, it causes your character to stagger and stumble. I always hate that. It's stupid. Yeah, see? Yeah, but get the fuck out of your little stagger state, you dipshit. Yeah, no, that's dumb. That's fucking stupid. No, that shouldn't have even been a gameplay thing. What do you mean now? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, it's got an ass. Oh, it's shitty. It's diarrhea too. It pisses and shits flames. Please stop. Okay, there we go. Whatever. Just let me inside. Oh. All right, there we go. Am I still gonna get a chance to get in it? I imagine so, right? So basically, just get a few tanks to surround it before it gets to attack and just fire on one leg. I mean, and also, well, Hind D. Colonel, that was a Hind D. It's always a Hind D. Let me in. Get in there. Get in there. Start taking... What? I don't actually know if that's a Hind D. I don't know what a Hind D actually looks like. Technically, if she was the boss, it would recognize that, it would recognize who I am, you know what I'm saying? And wouldn't attack me. I.e., it's not the boss. The Metal Gear does what the boss did in MGS3. Takes my 1911, strips it, flips me on my back. Fail deadly AI controlled walking tank. Yo, what's fail deadly? What the fuck is fail deadly mean? Yo, that thing is upset. Oh, yeah, I guess it took it saw a bigger threat, like, oh, this person, which is ironic because I feel like Snake is the bigger threat of all the damage it did to you. You would probably make the assessment that, like, wow, this little dude did a lot, but I assume in the grand scheme of things, human versus helicopter. The helicopter is a bigger threat. Yo! Breaks its ankle. Kill it. Put it out of its misery.
There it is. It's still in range. Peace Walker's estimated top speed on level terrain is 25 miles an hour.
Come on, I bet you can do at least 30.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
That's Hind too.
I noticed that.
She's our
Oh, it is a Hind.
have to protect her. Snake, don't let Peace Walker get away.
I knew it.
The day is dawning. Go!
Dude, you should be real upset that I was putting up a fight against your thing. Your... Oh, yeah. I think you actually have to, like, fall back and move forward a little bit. Yeah. These are fun mini games. I like this. Because, you know, they could just as easily have had comics. Just played it as a comic. But at least gave you a little bit.
You're entering the woods. Watch out. Peace Walker's getting away.
I also like how, though, it's not clear on like how many ornaments I think is the word. Yeah, ornaments does it have? In terms of like how many missiles does it store? How many can it fire before it runs out of ammo? Because that's another thing about video games is, you know. What the fuck? All right, we did that right. That's cool. It's all good. I assume as long as it doesn't hit me, I'm good. Yo, this, oh no, that's a hit. That's a hit. Oh, okay, I can take a few hits. We're good. Yeah, we're good. We made it.
Approaching the border. See you around, big boss.
I think.
Holy, look at that. Snake, that's the border up ahead.
Okay. Is the border up a mountain? Yo, this horse. This horse is like a horse from Skyrim. Oh no. If only horses could hit the ground and roll. Oh, well, there goes the boss's horse. So angry. And it can swim. Go fucking jump in, dog. Aw. Poor horse. Another casualty of war. What'd I get? A B. Ooh. Ranks. Ranked up, though. Battle dress.
Snake. Kaz, Peace Walker's gone. They've got Paz, too.
Yeah, but
Why, Kaz? What would Coleman want with Paz?
Paz was with the professor, i.e. the KGB. Once Coleman discovered that, he figured out what was really going on between Paz and Galvez.
He's trying to figure out how the KGB plan to stop Peace Walker. And he thinks he can get the info from Paz.
That's crazy. Paz won't know anything.
Oh, he probably doesn't buy that.
You think Galvez has already been killed? By grabbing Paz, Coleman's saying,
Stay out of this, or lose your client.
damn it! I can't believe we didn't realize what was going on before we lost contact with Paz.
Don't have time for that, Kaz.
Why would you?
Paz needs our help.
Right. This isn't about money anymore. You better move. We know where they're headed.
Yeah.
You can thank Amanda.
Snake, that river you chased the Basilisco across is the Rio San Juan. The other side is our country. I had some Nicaraguan compas track it there. They're Focos from the GPP faction, so we don't work together so much.
Where'd it go?
West, along the border, towards Lago Cocibolca.
There's a U.S. military supply base on the southeastern shore of the lake. Ever since that earthquake 2 years ago, America's had the entire region to itself.
That is where the Basilisco is. I'm sure of it.
Lago Cocibolca. How do I get across the border?
There's a route that we use to cross. It's just a little boat, but I can introduce you to the captain.
I appreciate it.
We will never leave Nicaragua at the mercy of someone like William Walker again.
Snake, Coleman's going to launch the nuke from that base. He's targeting MSF. Based on what Huey's told us, it'll take 2 more days to prep for launch. But it looks like there's another reason they picked that date.
What's that?
Tomorrow is day 1 of a US-Soviet summit in Vladivostok. The launch is probably connected somehow.
That's right. They're holding the SALT II talks.
You think Coleman's trying to disrupt the negotiations?
Either that, or use it as a bargaining chip.
He's still got Paz, too. At any rate, we're running out of time.
I'll figure something out.
That was a weird truck noise. Oh, chapter 4. Yeah, the illusion of peace. That's a good one.
Take the gondola west along the river. When you reach the northern bank, you are in Nicaragua. I've arranged for a guide to get you close. Snake!
Chico.
Sorry about the horse. He sure was pretty.
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful? It's almost tragic.
Oh.
I've
Go
been
here.
waiting, Snake, for a long time.
Boss.
There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life. By your own hand. One must die, and one must live.
Well, it's like the Sith.
No victory, no defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. Kill me. Kill me now. There's only room for one boss. And one snake.
I know, he had to kill the boss and her horse.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgan fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's
Oh, that's
research
Eva.
facility. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove their innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss. And that one of their own would have to do the job. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive. And she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way that the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given. The tainted disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. That was her final mission. Snake, history will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
I think she re-recorded those lines. Because that sounds a little different than the ending of MGS3. That shit is sad though, by the way. That does genuinely make me want to tear up.
What do you think?
Gonna need some help.
I'm trying to hold it back. Yeah, that box. You think maybe that's where he learned it? After that, he was like, you know what?
Can you hear me?
These boxes are useful.
Loud and clear.
Got in without a hitch.
Good. There's an airfield on the other side of the building, on the northwestern shore of the lake. That's where they'll conduct the launch. There's a communications tower in front of you. I'm betting they'll control Peace Walker from there.
Cuz they're targeting Mother Base. Don't you think you should evacuate?
Nah. Everybody here believes in you, boss.
All right, fine
Damn.
then. I've kind of gotten attached to the place myself.
Nah, you know there's
But
one
man,
dude
there
who's
are
like,
people.
They've been taken to safety. We can't involve them in this any further.
Good. They've got their own cause to fight for.
again, Snake. Don't forget the bad guys have got Paz.
I won't.
We're prepping a few backup units. Don't let them launch, Snake. We're counting on you.
Can I take another potty break? I gotta pee. Got all that liquid, dog. Yeah, he's not gonna see me if he's not. If that laser doesn't crawl, yeah, they have terrible eyesight. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
The security is tighter around the central region. Might be
We're
best
good.
to find another route.
We're good. We're good. Good. As long as we abduct people, because they do go through the ceiling. That is helpful. When your enemies no clip, it's very, very advantageous. I wish all enemies would no clip. I can't. I think it's to the left. There he is.
Somebody there?
No. Your goggles are just fogging up. They like, I love how he like, they like hone in. He didn't take his eyes off of the spot he thought he saw something. If he had just looked slightly in another direction, he probably would have been fine. That might see me. Nope. Shit. Damn it. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yo, hear the epic choir come in? Oh no. Please, please, please. Well, at least them jumping down doesn't knock you off the ladder. Oh shit, I don't have a ration. Can they shoot me through the glass? Yep, I can shoot through the glass. Oh, dang it. Just go. We're gonna have to risk this.
The enemy's here!
It's fine, it's fine. Oh shit. Oh shit, I gotta be real careful. To kill you. Go for the knees. Oh no.
Move on if the enemy knows where you are. Lie low for a while and wait for them to lift the alert.
What happens if I Fulton him? Can I? Oh, I can. That's amazing. Okay, yes, there we go. Ooh, that was close. Nicaragua. Oh, Nicaragua.
Snake,
Can you hear me?
see, I can hear you.
Where are you?
I am not sure. I don't recognize it.
What about Coldman?
He just left for the control tower. Said something about entering the final data. What is the matter?
They found me.
Snake!
Guys,
They found me. I don't know how, but they found me.
Snake, you okay? All MSF's ready to move out. They're headed your way on the double.
are you serious?
There's a skeleton crew manning the base. Everyone else is en route to the base in Nicaragua.
I mean, might as well, right?
Think you can make it to that control tower?
Not sure why, but this place is crawling with Russian troops. Gonna have to force my way through.
What the hell's going on?
Damned if I know.
Get over there quick as you can. You're almost there, Snake. Stay steady.
Snake,
I'm coming, Paz.
do not worry about me. I am an angel of peace. I will be watching over you.
Here goes nothing.
I wish every time I moved my gun, it made cocking noises and slide noises, and just overall action noises. You know what I'm saying.
The control tower that's controlling
Is this just the
Peace
same?
Walker is located to the northeast. Go back east the way you came, then head north
Yes.
from there.
Oh. Wait, do they actually know where I am? Yes. See him all backed up and stuff. Oh, shut me ass. Oh, also, you know what? Maybe I don't need that. Did somebody just throw a grenade at me? Yep. Oh! That's a good one.
Who's gonna stop Peace Walker now?
That's a good one. I thought that was a bridge over, but obviously it's just where I came, which means there's down. There's a huge drop. This seems unfair. Wait. Oh. Oh, I didn't know. Yo, call it off. Call it off. Oh, you want to be spared? Okay. Yo, I was not expecting that. That's actually kind of dope. And he didn't die, so there, I can just take him. Take you, sir, sir. If you just go to sleep. Nope, nope, I'm gone. I'm gone. Bye. Wait, is this, do I need to go this way? I think I need to go this way, right? Yep. All good. I'll leave you guys alone. Thank you. Least I can do is that, and then... Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is... Oh, yeah. I'll take that. Yo, RPG dude down there. Hey, buddy. Oh, that was close. No, sir. 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 Oh, this is a bad idea. I got my phone. That was close. That was real close. No, no, no. Stop. Please. Take out his legs. There I go. Sorry. That's your fault. It's your fault. Get up. Get up. Get up. Run away. POW. Not worried about that dude. Sorry. You picked a bet. Oh, I love box. That guy picked a bad time to be a POW. Serpentine. Serpentine. That's bull. That's bullshit. That's not how that works. I switched to a smoke grenade. It didn't give it to me. What the fuck was that about? That's stupid too. Oh my goodness. This is terrible. They do not prepare you. And I'm out of ammo. Awesome. Are you serious? They do not prepare you for this at all. Does this work? It does. Oh my goodness. I'd love to. I'd love to. Let me in the elevator. Let me in the elevator. Stay away. Throw that. Why does that affect me? It's far away. It's stupid. Get in the elevator. Oh my god. I am so ill prepared for this. This is... This is so not good. What? Yeah, I'm gonna have to like I'm just gonna, yeah. It might be... What happens if I say restart mission? This loadout doesn't work. No, no, no. There's auto aim. How does this work? Hold on. I've never messed with auto aim. Oh, like that. That's kind of nice. You know what? I'm okay with that. Have proper equipment, but okay. I've never messed with that. We're gonna call it there. I think we're getting close. So we'll just end this part here. And then be back probably, I assume the next part is probably gonna be the last part. So yeah, we'll call it there. I'll be re-equipped, and then we'll plow through that gauntlet.